children, how are you all? Dear students, once again, welcome you all for this video class. Dear students, in the previous class, already we have learned, means we have started the lesson of that is our water resources. In the previous class, already I have explained you about water and types of water, means where the water is available. It is available in two types, that is surface water and groundwater. After that, we have learned about irrigation part, wells and tube wells, canals, tanks and dams. Okay, dear students, in the today's lesson, we are continuing this lesson with multi-purpose projects in India. Just you have to open your textbook, page number 228. Just I will show you here. Here has a list given, that is dam name, river and location and features. Just you also go through it once again. So these are the multi-purpose projects in India. Okay, so here Bhakra Nangal Dam. In this, the river is Satluj and it is located in Himachal Pradesh. And its future is one of the largest dam in India, facilitates irrigation and provides water for electricity. Okay, so first of all, you just know that what is multi-purpose project. Here, apart from storing water, dams are used for other purposes. Means wherever the dams were constructed, apart from they are not constructing only for store the water. Other than this, they are using for many other purposes. So this is called a multi-purpose project. So apart from storing water, dams are used for other purposes also. Water is made to fall from a height in dam is used to generate electricity and they control floods and are also a place for breeding fish. And when a dam is built to serve more than one purpose, this is called multi-purpose project. So in this Bhakra Nangal Dam, it is located in Himachal Pradesh. It flows the river Satluj and one of the largest dam in India facilitates irrigation and provides water for electricity. Next is Hirakud Dam. It lies in Odisha and the river is Mahanadi and one of the longest dams in India. In whole India, this is the longest dam. Then Sardar Sarovar Dam. It is in Gujarat and the river is Narmada and it facilitates irrigation in Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Rajasthan. Next is Damodar Valley Project. So this is Damodar, River Damodar in West Bengal and it facilitates irrigation. And Farakka Barrage, Ganga River in West Bengal and it supplies water to West Bengal and Bangladesh. So these are the multi-purpose projects in India. So after this, dear students, we are learning about the conservation of water. So we are now learning about conservation of water. Dear students, we all know that water is an important resource required for survival of all living beings. Water is most important thing. So it is important for us to conserve water. Conserve water means save water. So practices like bathing and washing in water bodies, disposal of garbage and industrial waste pollute the water. How the water is getting pollution here? It is because of human activity. So what human activity is a cause of it is an act of causing harm to the water body. So this is the water pollution. So what type of activities are going here? Practices like bathing, washing clothes, washing animals, these things are practicing in the water and also disposal of garbage and industrial waste. These these all things pollute the water. So this pollution leads the loss of marine life. Yes, so many water animals are living in the water. So yeah, they are also having a loss because of this pollution. They have the loss of whole marine life. Then consumption of polluted water and marine organisms from these bodies affect the health of humans also. Yes, in one or another way, we are using the water animals. So by this, it affects the health of humans also. So it is therefore our responsibility to keep this resource clean and avoid its wastages. So it is everybody's duty. It is our duty to keep it clean and avoid the wastages. Conservation practices like water recycling, cleaning contaminated water for reuse, rainwater harvesting means storage of rainwater in wells, bore wells, etc. And watershed development, storage of water in tanks, have proven helpful in this regard the recent years. So this type we can means whatever the water is very much important for all living beings, and it is our duty to conserve water, save water. Okay, dear students, till here the lesson explanation is completed, but just I will explain once again the main point. What things we have learned in this lesson? First one, water is available as surface of water and groundwater. Water is available as surface water and groundwater. Okay, surface water, you know, the examples are means water is available on the topmost layer of the earth, on the surface of the earth, like rivers, rivers, streams, lakes, ponds. So these are the types of surface water. And underground water means under the ground, deep under the ground, water is digging and it brings up with the help of electric pumps. Um, means a deeper hole is dug and water brought through the surface of the surface using an electric pump. Okay, so bore well, tube well, or wells. These are the examples of underground water. Now, sources of water used for irrigation in India are wells, tube wells, tanks, canals, and dams. Okay, these things we have learned. And the dams help in irrigation, electricity generation, prevention of floods, and breeding of fish. Okay, so dams are help in irrigation, electricity generation, prevention of floods, and breeding of fish. So these things also we have learned in this lesson. And water conservation is practiced by checking pollution, water recycling, watershed development, and rainwater harvesting. So these things all we have learned in this lesson. Here groundwater meaning water present beneath the earth's surface in soil pores and in the futures of in the fractures of rock formations. And sluice gate means a sliding gate used for controlling the flow of water. So if you are having any doubts, dear students, so till here the lesson explanation of our water resources is completed. So in the next class, again I will give the evaluate part, that is fill in the blanks, choose the correct answer, write true false, and here 5 question answers everyone. I will complete these all things in the next class. So again after this, I will continue the lesson. Second lesson, I will start the new lesson, that is our forests and wildlife resources. Okay, till then take care and have a nice day. Thank you.